Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we hunted down the Trickster and the, Marlith. I almost forgot its name. Anyway, in this episode, we've only got one hunt, but it's a big one. We're going to be tackling the Antlion. Oh, yeah, I have to, actually redo this episode. A lot of my, video files got messed up from my computer problems that I was having the other day, and I am very not happy about that. Anyway, we'll be hunting down the Antlion, and then I'll be catching up to where I had intended to be today. Let's see. Well, I won't do that all in one episode, but I think I'll be uploading more than one this time. At the very least, though, I do have to be more careful. The laptop I'm borrowing while my other one's in the shop, or at the doctor's getting fixed up, it has a lot less space on it, so I need to be very careful about where everything ends up. Anyway, it's off to Bougerba. So one small thing I kinda regret about this Let's Play is that I have everyone in 2 jobs. I really do kinda wish I had done this as a 1-job run. It would have been a lot more interesting to play this as the developers intended. Although, with that said, if I only put everyone in 1 job, I wouldn't know which ones to pick. Like, obviously I'd want White Mage, but beyond that, I'm not too sure what else I'd want. Like, Knight by itself would be pretty weak, and then stuff like Archer, Machinist, and yeah, let's just use those 2 as an example. Seem pretty lackluster by themselves. Are you with the clan? Will you hear my request? I am, and I will. Then I beg you, Badra, find Yolorn and Kate for me, please. Lady Nere, please calm yourself. The poor boy has no idea what you are talking about. Yes, of course. I must be strong. You see, Badra, my children have gone into the mines at Lusu and do not return. Lusu is not a good place to be at the moment, you see. An Antlion has been seen deep in the mines, and it is rampaging. To add to this, the paling protecting the miners there has collapsed. The inspection team sent in to look after it barely escaped with their lives. There was a man who saw my children go into the mines. They are still in there. I know it. What is worse, they took a key to the mines with them. A key allowing access to the deepest sites within, where the Antlion lies waiting. Custom, what to do? Yolorn, Kate! Though time was of the essence, Badra, we alone could not hope to defeat the Antlion. That is when the Mughals told me of Master Montablack, and so I sent to his clan for aid. Please, Badra, find my children. This is the key to the gate in Site 2 of the mines. Open the gate and you will have access to the depths beyond. Good luck, Badra. Site 3 key, woo! But yeah, like the whole being able to mix and match jobs that's in the Zodiac Age here, that was a feature they added in when they got feedback on the game, and people basically said they wouldn't be very interested in it if they could only use half the jobs, thinking they would only have access to half the available content on one playthrough. Never mind that there's a lot of overlap between jobs. Like, for example, even though Archer usually wears light armor, they can actually unlock heavy armor. Now, Archer is a very handy job. Anyway, it is off to the mines. I do have a save state right where there's a new save crystal in the deeper parts of the Lusu mines, but I'll go ahead and show you where the gate is, and then just go through the mines all normal like. Yeah, it's not too far. Well, I guess it's actually pretty far since it's the farthest we could get before now, but anyway. Huh? Aye! Alright, gotta keep running. No time to fight. I'm in Avenge David mode. I have no idea who David is. And then a lot of the jobs that all have their, of course, pros and cons for picking them, and they wouldn't be able to make up for their cons without being able to pick up another job. Shikari wouldn't be as durable without having access to heavy armor, and its damage potential would be a little bit limited because they wouldn't be able to pick up mystic armor either. Although Shikari does pick up access to guns and such, so they would still be able to do ranged attacks, but it would be a lot longer before they can actually use any of the guns they can unlock. And then, of course, Black Mage would still be stuck with nothing but magic for their offense, and you'd pretty much be dead weight if you had a Black Mage and you needed them for offense or up against a magic-resistant enemy. And then this is basically a pretty late game area, so a lot of the enemies are now going to start using buffs. Most prominently Bravery, Faith, and Haste. Oh, I guess a few enemies have already been using Haste. So enemies do hit a little bit harder, which can be a little bit problematic. If you are having troubles with enemies, just set up a Gambit to cast Dispel if they have one of those buffs up. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run. Oh no, there are mimics here. Well, they're called bugs, but they're mimics. Oh, that was bad. I hate traps. But fortunately, Kiraja makes it easy to recover from a near-party wipe like that. I gotta love AoE heals like that. Cannot wait to get float. I don't care how long it takes. I'm just gonna cast it indefinitely while I have it. Once I get it, I'll probably have to double check where it is. I don't know off the top of my head. This is definitely a part of the game I do not know that well. Anyway, in this room up here, there's no hunt here, but there is the Koga Blade, which is unlocked under Ninja Swords 3. It is Earth Elemental, and while it is stronger than what Vaughn currently has equipped, his Platinum Dagger, I'm not gonna bother equipping it to him. Partly because I haven't actually gotten the license yet, and partly because I'd have to set up element-specific gambits for Vaughn, and I think a lot of the enemies we're going to be encountering are very resistant to Earth at the moment. I think this Antlion hunt in particular absorbs Earth. So definitely a much better idea to just charge on through without having to equip it. And then another job I'd be considering using in a single job run would be the Time Battle Mage. But I think that'd mostly be because of, I just think it's a lot better than it probably actually is, because it's the only way to do my favorite AFK grinding. But without access to another weapon type, Time Battle Mage would be pretty restricted, all things considered. Since they'd have to use crossbows, and crossbows are about as reliable as I don't know, weather in Idaho. And then, of course, white mage would have the problem that they're stuck with rods for most of the time. You know what? I'm gonna want Ash for this hunt anyway, and since I already have save files for the next parts, I don't need to worry about my levels being off, so let's show off Zolera. Even in the base game of Final Fantasy XII, Zolera is an Esper who's really worth using for general exploration. He can get you through areas very, very effectively. Since he spams his instant death kill spell, he can clear through enemies without a problem. The only downside is that you don't get any experience or license points for doing so. Or at least I don't think you get the license points. And I don't know if they drop items either, but I think they do. And then I think it also removes any chances for a chain bonus. Anyway, Zolera just seems like such a pimp. He'll constantly, well, since he has that lady on his cape there and he's using it to cover up his skeletal body the whole time. Such a pimp. Yeah, and also, if you're playing the base Final Fantasy XII on PlayStation 2, do keep in mind that most Espers don't know healing spells. Most of them got healing spells for the Zodiac Age. Oh, these things are immune. Zolera's supposed to be smarter than that. Let's see, he knows Kira, Orb, and Death. Anyway, you know what? Since these things are immune to death, let's just go ahead and get rid of Zolera here. But yeah, as I was saying, most of the Espers got a healing spell in the transition to the Zodiac Age, so that way they could be more useful. Whereas in the base game, your Esper would be entirely dependent upon their summoner to keep them healthy and buffed and all that fun stuff. But yeah. Oh my. That did not drop for me the first time I came through here. Huh, I might need to come back and farm for that. Or steal it. I think it's possible to steal it. I'll have to look that up. I was not expecting that. Maybe I shouldn't discard this save file. I don't know. You know what? I'll just overwrite the save I had before coming in here, and then... Nah, I can just come back. On this file I'm using here, I forgot to make a save after beating Trickster and Marlith, and I wouldn't want to have to... Well, it wouldn't be too much trouble to just do those again, but I don't want to. I'm already behind as it is. Stupid computer problems. Yesterday was the worst day ever. Anyway, we got that save crystal here, the Lusu crystal, so now we also have a teleport point, making this an important spot. Hint. Anyway, here's Kate. I came to explore the mines with my brother, you see, but he went in deeper and has not returned. I should go and search for him, I know, yet were another Raksas to find me. Hanta, I'm so frightened. What scares me? It is an Antlion, Badra! If that was not in there, I would go. Truly. Yeah. So that kid that ran away from us earlier, I think that was the brother, whose name I already forgot, Yalorn or whatever. And Kate is his older sister, who probably talked him into it, just like my older sister always did to me. Well, well, talked me into doing dangerous things, not exploring evil mines that I know I shouldn't. We don't have an evil mine here in Idaho. Let's see. Fran. Let's go ahead and leave Fran in. Why not? Although... Sorry, getting thoughts. I think I have a good evil plan. In a way that lets me show off just how flexible I can be with the jobs, with my characters and their jobs and all that. I'll let you know what that evil plan is when it's time to enact it. For now, we'll keep moving. Alright, so there's the door. Well, a door. We can't access that door yet, so no need to worry about it. Antlion is just around the corner. Or the river bend, if I felt like referencing Disney movies. Alright, so my evil plan is to drop Fran for Vaughn, and he's going to equip that Zwill Crossblade because it's wind elemental. The Antlion is weak to wind, so if you have good offensive characters with wind element weapons, definitely put them in. And then we're going to have Bosch and Ash casting Decoy on Vaughn. The Antlion, he is capable of inflicting, I think it was disable with his attacks. So it's a very, very good idea to try and equip whoever your main tank is with a black belt. And to make sure that said black belt equipped person is got decoy up on them, so that way they're taking the brunt of the attacks. And that's basically me being a bit more flexible with my characters because I normally don't have Vaughn in a tanking position, but he's more than capable of tanking because he's got a shield, heavy armor, and a one-handed weapon. Very, very useful. Yeah, if you're basically playing your characters and having them in specific roles, don't be afraid to have them move outside of their roles. Yeah, that was taken down, no problem. Is it dead? I found a key to let us into the depths of the mines, you see, so I came here exploring with my sister, Kate. If the adults had found out, we would surely be dragged away. That is why I escaped most quickly, Batra. But when I was attacked, I dropped the key into the depths, you see. I am certain it has dropped below, and below there is only sea. Brother! Are you well? You are not harmed? I ache all over! I do not believe you would run into the depths like that if these kind people had not come to save you. I do not like to think about this. Thank you so much, Batra. I will return to Bujera with my brother. Together we will be fine, I think. Farewell for now. Oh, Kate, the key. I dropped it when I ran. I am sorry. I know you wanted to see what was deep in the mines, too. It is all right. I'm sure the key will turn up somewhere, washed up on a shore, far away. Excuse me, I don't know what came over me. Anyway, let's turn that gambit off, and then I suppose I can swap Fran back in, although it really doesn't matter at this point. Because like I said, I already have save files set up and all that fun stuff. So none of this is permanent. That's a very liberating feeling, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see. Back across the bridge. Sure is a big bridge. It'd be a lovely place for a battle on a big bridge. Anyway, let's see. Let's touch the crystal again, and you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna make the save, overwrite the other save file because why not? Let's see. So this one. Definitely seeing the appeal of multiple save files now. Although, granted, I normally wouldn't have to worry about video data corrupting when playing a game, but whatever. We are good to go. Let's see. Alright, so here we have a minecart. The minecart is a sort of fast travel feature. You can activate it and you can ride the cart to the shaft entry, which is pretty much the starting area for the Lusu mines. You know, if you think about that, Dirty, would the shaft entry, would that be the base or the urethra? I have no idea. Either way, we can just keep going. And then I suppose another downside to a single job run, well, lots of downsides, but another one would probably be Monk. Monk gets access to all 3 quickness or swiftness augments, but it can only access one of those 3 by itself. You'd need an Esper to unlock the other 2. So that's part of the reason why Monk works really well with jobs that get access to 2 swiftness lures, like Black Mage or Ulan. Since those jobs get 2 each, you can get the get 2 swiftness lures. You can get the second swiftness augment on the other job, and then that gives you free access to the third one without having to use that Esper. My children are safely returned. How can I possibly thank you, Batra? Alright. All done with that part. But remember how she said the key dropped on down below and is probably on a faraway coast? Hint! Excuse me, I don't know what's up with me today. Well, yeah. We're gonna go see if we can go to a faraway shore and find that key. If I had done a better job of talking to NPCs, then we would have heard rumors of a man who fell from Bujerba, and we would have, and if I had paid attention to those NPCs and those rumors, we would have learned that he landed in the Fawn Coast. So let's go there now and see if there's anyone there who knows things about keys and falling from Bujerba. That, and it also lets me catch up on the side quest I forgot to finish up with the Hunter's Camp on the Fawn Coast. I think I mentioned it before, but you know what? Let's just get to it. The key is near the entrance up here, and yeah. This guy here fell from Bujerba. He has no memory, and he's trying to make his way back there. But first he needs to raise up money, and then learn how to fight, because this area is full of dangerous enemies. Ah, it's you. I think I told you before, but we're looking for sharp-taloned birds of prey, not spring chickens. The best of the best! Now, I hear you brought down the Mandragoras and such, and I've been considering you for future opportunities with us. You can hear all the tales you like about a fellow, but the true test of a hunter comes here, in the bush. That's right, a test. If you can accomplish the task I shall lay before you, I'll let you into our little hunt club. Venture out into the bush, hunt down the game that I assign you, come back, and I'll tell you more. So, are you a bird of prey, or a chicken? I guess I'm a bird of prey, but those aren't mutually exclusive, I don't think. Right! Now, the game I want you to hunt is called the Thalassion? Normally, I'd have you out in the bush, searching for yourself. But since this is your first time out, and we happen to know where this one is, I'll make it easy for you. He's close, on the Vadu Strand. Now, your game is what we call rare. You can't expect to just walk out and find them all over. No, you've got to know how to flush them out, and that isn't always easy. Listen now, the Thalassian can only be spotted from a good elevation. Even if you don't see him at first, you pick your spot and keep looking. Dispatch him, and he'll drop a shelled trophy. You bring that to me. Now, I've gone a bit out of my way to explain things for you, but the hard part's up to you. The hunt! Find your game, hunt him well, and bring back that shelled trophy. Me? I'll be here, awaiting the good word. Good hunting. Alright, and then I think I'll go ahead and keep my party as Fran, Bosch, and Ash for now. Since all three of them can very easily deal with flying enemies. I mean, Vaughn should have telekinesis now, I think, but just in case. Well, you know what? Nah, these enemies are a little bit tough, and I have no idea what their aggro range is. So for now, let's just, kill them all. I still always like the music for the Fawn Coast, and it is not at all undercut by the fact that you can actually hear it a lot earlier in the game. They play this track the first time Balthier shows Vaughn his ship. Stupid bird never stood a chance. Anyway, you just go up here and wait until you see a turtle. Now look, there it is. Oh, that super fast forward gets me every time. I can't handle it. Anyway, this guy here is just like any other turtle enemy you've encountered, so deal with it just like any other turtle enemy you've ever encountered, and you'll be fine. And you'll notice that rare game, unlike hunts, they don't show up as a bigger red thing, dot on the minimap. It makes it tougher to tell that they're special, but they're also completely immune to Libra, so you can't figure out their exact HP totals. Oh, crap. I forgot he casts that. Let's see. Alright, you equip the agate ring. Okay. I forgot he has reflect, but that is not actually a problem anymore. You know, since that guy was weak to wind too, I probably could have left Vaughn out with that Zwill crossblade. Oh well. Anyway, now that that's all taken care of, we're gonna flee back to the Hunter's Cap, and then talk to the Huntmaster, and then we can consider this side quest done. Yeah, and then we have to go back to generic town music. Ah, I was waiting. Good. I believe you've passed the test. Welcome to the Hunt Club. Now, for your next task, I know, why don't you have a word with the three Bonga brothers over there? Good hunting. So the three Bonga brothers are attack, block, and stalk. You give them all... Well, actually, I should just let them explain. Let's talk to Block here. So, you passed your test, boy. Suppose it falls to me to tell you what to do next. Now listen, this is what I want you to do. There's rare game out there that have mutated. They're a meaner bunch than the usual fare out there. Your usual marks, they get posted after damage has been done. But we want you to find these rare game before lives are lost, see? These rare game, they aren't going to make it easy for you. You have to find and fell them before you'll know they're rare for sure. If they drop a trophy when they fall, congratulations, you've just found yourself rare game. Now, you bring the trophies back here when you get them. We won't pay you directly, as with usual hunts, but there is a reward. See, if you bring in enough trophies, we'll put things out at the outfitters for you to buy. Give them to me, and I'll stock up on protectives. You could give them to my brothers too, but I don't see why you'd care to do that. So, what say you? Will you join the hunt? Say yes, and I'll send you on your way. And you can turn the trophies in to whom you please. Of course, it pleases you to give them to me, right? Well, are you ready? I'm ready! That's the spirit! Right, now, go find yourself some trophies and bring them back here to me. If you have any questions, you go talk to the Hunt Master. He's been here longer than the three of us stacked on top of each other. And that will pretty much do it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.